response to my question that I posted earlier that is getting, so many comments, and so many of those comments are absolutely heartbreaking to hear what you have gone through in the face of love, or what you hoped would be love, and it resulted in intimate partner violence, IPV, or domestic violence as it is more traditionally known. Some of you have commented, and I tell you, your courage, your bravery, your resilience in the face of some very trauma causing violence to your mind, body, and your spirit is amazing. And so in many of the comments I put warrior woman. I just, I see the light. I see where the ancestors have interceded and stepped in to help you get out of a bad situation and get into a safe environment. And whether that has taken you a day, as one of the commenters said, the first time they were out, or it's taken you 20 years. You got out. I commend you, and you should commend yourself. There are so many lessons to learn from going through domestic violence. And I do think that every time you respond to a post of this nature and you share authentically what you went through, that it is a good possibility that somebody else is going to come along and read your comment. Somebody that needs to hear your message, somebody that needs to know that they can make it to tomorrow, and they think they can figure out a plan. What we don't talk about a lot is the fact that getting away is just part of it, because if you have children with your abuser, um, the recklessness of the system and the court system, when it pertains in particular to black and brown bodies, is one of nonchalance. They really go well, you know. And so where my mother's generation is where I heard the coin phrase, all right, you wanna act like your child doesn't exist, and you think that I have to do everything. And I'm talking about people who are partnered or were partnered with their child's father, but were not married. Or even if you were married and now you are, they were entitled to some support when they did not get it. Those elder women, our elders, said, you know what? I got a friend to the coat, and they would make their way down, bundle up if they were, like me in Detroit, and get down there and ask a, generally a white judge, a white male judge, please make him do right, because I'm doing all I can to make sure that my children are taken care of, and I should not have to do it all alone, even though we are no longer um, partnered as a couple. He has parenting responsibilities. So we know for a fact that one of the most dangerous times for a woman, if she is leaving an abusive situation, is when she gets ready to leave. Like, more women are actually killed at that point in time. Um, and so it is imperative that we plan, that we watch who we are talking to. It has absolutely got to be somebody that you trust. And in this situation, the fewer people, the better. Um, and hopefully, you have someone in your corner who is able to wield a little street justice sometimes. Because again, and I'm not advocating violence with violence, but I'm saying when your survival is what's at stake, who is going to take care of you if that last punch or that push or that shove um, knocks your head into the wall and you have a brain hemorrhage and you die from that blow? Who's going to take care of your children? And so um, your children have to be at the top of the list right along with you. And unfortunately, in these situations, some of these abusers are so very toxic that they get off on whoever is listening and watching them act the fool. So if it's the kids, they'll put on a show for them, and you caught all type of bitches and hoes in front of your babies. And I am telling you that if this is a pattern, your children are also getting this dysfunction. Even the 2-year-olds, even the 1-year-olds, you're messing with their um, with their immune system, and their energy field is off because of what they're hearing, what they're seeing, what they're feeling from how you're taking in that abuse. How could they not? So particularly if you're nursing, that's that. So as hard as it is, if we have made some poor choices and we have found ourselves in situations with people who do not have our best interest um, at heart, in mind, we are not the priority. Maybe we didn't have great examples growing up. Maybe we had great examples and now the expectations are so high and we get out here and in our quest to love and be in love, we move really, really fast. And I throw no stones because I have certainly lived life. And in my 20s and 30s, I did exactly what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, without a lot of, or very little, boundary setting. And there are repercussions for that. So if I can generate a conversation or offer a topic up and you want to come on and just listen, or you want to come on and share, I invite you to do that. And I always say we can use social media for one of two things. We can beat the social media drum for good, for positive change in our community, or we can just you know push toxicity out into the universe. Let's not do that. We got enough toxicity and trauma that we are working on healing from. And I do believe also that it starts with open and honest conversations and dialogue.